Okay, happening right now, Democratic Senator Ruben Gallego at the Iowa State Fair. We want to check back in right now because he is speaking, so let's listen.
Work a good job, keep your nose clean, you're going to be able to buy a house, have a future, live a good life, and your kids are going to do that. And right now, a lot of Americans don't feel that, and I think a lot of politicians aren't matching or understanding that real energy and actually to some degree some level of personal depression that people feel. And one of the things that we saw in Arizona, and I think the reason we were able to overcome a lot of headwinds, is because we recognized that workers in Arizona, families in Arizona, were really hurting. Even though if you looked at the economic forecast, things were getting better, but people were, really, really struggling. I live in a place called South Phoenix, a working class area of Phoenix, and I knew things were bad when I would still go to the gas station and I saw people weren't fully filling up, right? And this is like September, October of 2024. But our messaging, Democratic messaging, was things are getting better. You can't say that to people when they're living off credit cards. You can't say that people are working double shifts just to make sure they can make the rent, and when their older kids are still at home because they can't afford their own apartment. And I think Democrats should try to laser focus on figuring out what's going on there and what we should do to fix it, and at least understand and relate to them.
Was the 2024 problem the message and the messenger?
It's tough. I don't want to blame anybody. I think the problems the Democrats had can't really be laid at one person. It was, I think, something that's happened over the decades where we moved away from being known, respected, and trusted as taking care of working class people, and became this nebulous idea that nobody understands who we are. And I don't think that was going to be able to be, I don't believe that could be changed by one candidate, but we have to change it all together and starting as soon as possible, else we're going to have this problem no matter who the candidate is going forward. And if you look at what occurred, you had really from starting 2020 going all the way into 2024, you had families that were really, really struggling. You had families that were struggling through COVID. You have families that were struggling through the economic, recession that happened through COVID. Then you had the inflation that came out of it.
Again, that's Senator Ruben Gallego, who's live at the Iowa State Fair. We want to bring you this entire thing. We're going to be recording on it, but we have to dip out really quickly. Brahm Resnik is there. He will have all of that covered for you. We have a live Sunday Square Off that's going to be airing today. We'll be back really quickly in just 2 minutes.